Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Sally Pinto and I'm from the Yonkers Newark Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We launched back in January of 2020 and we're here to serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We have lots of fun programs and activities, and we also have a lot of resources for you as well. Our programs include meditation chair yoga, body mind fitness, bingo, and any other programs that you might be interested, like arts and gardening. We have our resource specialist, Alexa Smith, who can help you with finding services and activities out there for you, as well as our nurse, Barbara Simone, who can help answer your health-related questions. We're here for you, we're here for our community, and we look forward to seeing you in our programs. Enjoy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Alexa Smith, the resource specialist with the Yonkers Newark. I'm here to help with application assistance, referrals for home delivered meals, and transportation services will be coming soon. We also offer Zoom activities and Zoom programs. And if you have any other questions or concerns, I'm here to help. Thank you so much and enjoy the program.
Welcome. I'm Barbara Simone, registered nurse. I recently retired from Westchester County's Health Department as a public health nurse. I am now here to try to assist you with any medical or preventive care issues. Enjoy this program, and I'm looking forward to working with you.
What a gift to have you all here with me on this Zoom call. What dedication and what generosity you're showing towards yourself to give yourself the gift of getting a beautiful start to your day. What a particular gift for me. I introduced myself a little bit the last time I was here, a little bit more about my biography. My birthday is actually April 28th, so this is my half birthday. So what a gift to have you all with me on this day and to get our day started. I'm looking outside, I'm seeing some rain, I'm feeling the cold. Weather's definitely changing on us. Maybe you have seasonal allergies. This is a really good, special time to show generosity, compassion, kindness towards other people, definitely, but towards ourselves. And so how we're going to do that today is we're going to show some compassion and generosity towards our body with some of this mobility work. We're going to show some compassion and generosity towards our heart and our mind with some mindfulness and some meditation at the end. So just a little overview on how we're going to approach today. We'll spend about 45 minutes or so on the mobility portion of the day, and that's going to focus mostly on that Tabitha method that I think Carl works with you and that I did last time with you. We're going to do about 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. You give me that honest 40 seconds of hard work, then I'll give you that good 20 seconds of rest. But as always, the key today is staying flexible, staying adaptable, self-awareness. What's working for you? What does your body need? How's your body feeling? Developing those self-awareness skills and techniques is a lot of what today is about. We'll start off seated in the chair. We'll do a little stretching, then we'll do some Tabitha in the chair. Then we'll stand up if you're comfortable with that, and we'll do some standing movements. Again, whatever is most comfortable, whatever is best for you. If you want to stay seated during that second part, totally fine with me. Yeah, flexibility is the name of the game, I think, today. You can see I got my shoes down there. Some days I like to work out barefoot, other days I don't. Whatever's comfortable with you. I've got some water bottles here. If you're looking to enhance your workout, if you've been feeling strong lately and you're looking to push yourself a little bit more, water bottles, nice, great little weight at home. Use a bag of rice. You could use a couple cans, something to add a little bit more to your workout this morning. If you're not ready for that, if you're happy with where your workout's been, don't worry about it. Hands were fine as well. Staying hydrated. It's getting cold out. Maybe that heat has been clicking on in your apartment, your house, wherever you are, a bit more often. That dry heat feels really good when it's cold outside. It is maybe dehydrating us a little bit more. So lots of attention to water. As the weather changes, we might be a little bit dehydrated. It's another way we're showing compassion towards ourselves. A little reminder on posture. I'm sitting towards the front of my chair. That's helping me to keep my core engaged, to work on good posture. That's where I would definitely like to see you, if possible, sitting upright and alert. But if you need that back support and you want to sit a little bit farther back in your chair and use the back of that chair, you could always throw a pillow there. That's another great technique. Again, whatever's most comfortable. I'll give you some ideas along the way. You develop the self-awareness to use those skills for yourself. And I think the most important rule, let's try to smile today. Let's try to laugh. Let's try to breathe. If you're feeling yourself get tired, need a little break, sit back, big smile, deep breath into the stomach, into the chest, and breathe. And then try to laugh a little bit, and that's going to bring a lot of oxygen into our body and help us feel nice and good on this morning. So with that, we'll jump into it. We'll start off with just a little stretching and warm up to get us ready for those exercises later. So just moving at your own pace for now. We'll start off with a really simple march. So we're just going to try to get the blood flowing a little bit, get our hearts pumping. So opposite hand coming up with the opposite leg, and then switching to the other side. Whatever's pace is good for you. We're just trying to get a little warmed up now. Don't worry about the Tabitha method or that 40 seconds quite yet. We're just trying to get warmed up, get the blood flowing, get our hearts moving a little bit more, get our breath going, get the body moving on this cold, rainy morning. We want to get nice and warm before we jump into the exercise. Again, sitting upright and alert as we're doing this. Good posture, opposite hand with opposite leg, coming up off the ground, just getting that blood flowing, that breath working. Always conscious of your breath throughout. Whatever you could give me, whatever pace you got at the start of this workout, that's where I want you to be. And then take a pause with that. Breath should be moving a little bit faster. You should start to feel the blood flowing a little bit, maybe even a little bit of sweat starting to break out after that. Now we're going to do some nice gentle stretching, moving from the top of our body down to the floor. So we'll start with the neck. I know I carry a lot of stress and tension in my neck. Every morning I do a nice little neck warm up, so I'm ready for the day. So we'll start very simply, right ear, down to our right shoulder, wherever you could go to. Whatever feels good, just getting to know your range of motion and your body. Hold that for a few more seconds. And return to center. And now we'll bring the left ear over the left side. Always mindful of our breath, mindful of our posture. Doing some simple movements, but as we're doing those, we're thinking about our posture, we're thinking about our breath. Return to center. Now we'll look down towards the ground. Again, we're not trying to slouch over. We're trying to look down while keeping our posture good. All of the movement hopefully coming from the neck. Wherever you could get to. And return to center, looking up at me again. And this time, we'll look up to the ceiling. Gently, carefully, wherever your neck can get to that's comfortable right now, that you're looking up. Maybe it's only at an angle, 45 degrees out that way. That's fine. Holding our posture, good, calm, happy breathing. Let's remember to smile. Smile into these poses. That'll make them feel all the better. And return to center. Now we'll do some gentle neck repetitions. So we're going to look gently over our left shoulder, gently over our right. We'll go back and forth for 15 seconds or so. Just getting things warmed, not moving too quickly, not pushing anything past where it's comfortable, just getting that range of motion working. And return to center, looking at me again. And this time we'll do ups and downs. So we'll look down and we'll look up. Nice and gently, just getting things moving, getting things warmed up. Good posture, good breathing. And return to center. Wonderful. Big smile for me, everybody. Big deep breath, getting into the movement, getting into the feeling of getting mobile, getting loose, getting fit. Now we'll move a little bit down our body to our shoulders. My neck gives me some problems. My shoulders do as well. This is where I carry a lot of my stress and tension. Maybe it's your hips, maybe it's your knees. For me, it's that neck and shoulder. So we're going to stick our arms out to the side. Our palms are going to be facing down right now. So you can see my palm there, hopefully. Palms facing down. We're going to do gentle, tiny arm circles forward. So we're moving forward with those arm circles. Good posture. Posture is the name of the game through all these movements. The movements are pretty simple, pretty light right now, but keeping that good posture, feet flat on the floor, stomach sucked in, sitting upright and alert, keeping that good breath going throughout. Pause there, take a quick rest if you need to for a moment. Again, this is a great place if you're looking to add a little extra to your workout this morning. Maybe there's a water bottle you could hold on to, bag of rice, something like that. No pressure if you don't, not necessary. We're gonna have a great workout either way. This time we'll stick our arms out and we're gonna try to hold our palms up to the ceiling. So before they were down, if you can, as you can, try to turn them over. Maybe you only get halfway, that's fine. If you can turn them over facing up, that would be great. And this time we're going to do gentle arm circles back. So now we're going backwards. Before we were going forwards, now we're going backwards. Even just this little water bottle for me adds a whole new element to this little exercise, and that's getting my shoulders to feel nice and good. Okay, and then take a pause there. Now we're going to do some side bends. So I'm going to sit off the chair for a moment so you can see me. You're still going to be sitting in your chair just as we were. This time we're going to reach up overhead. If we could clap our hands together, that'd be great. If they face just out, that'd be great as well. Wherever you could get to, arms overhead, that'd be a great movement. That's fine as well, wherever you get to. And we're going to reach over to the side. Gentle side bend. Again, good posture, straight through the chest, straight through the stomach, and just feeling that nice stretch along the side over here. And we'll hold for a few more seconds. Just getting warmed up. And now return to center. Take a quick break if you need it. Deep breath, big smile, and we'll reach back over and we'll hit the other side. Wonderful, wonderful, good. Take a break there. I'm going to move back to the chair. We like to work in different movement planes. So a lot of our movements are forward and back. Some of our movements are side to side. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the core warmed up by doing a little reach over to the side, trying to keep your legs straight. And again, good posture. Reach over to the side as best you can. Reach over to the side, getting that core warmed up. Moving a little bit more now than we were even just a moment ago. I'm starting to breathe a little bit more heavily. Sweat starting to break out. Just reaching over to the side. Getting that core warmed up. Good posture. Good breathing. Beautiful smiles. And pause there for a moment. That's moving down through our core and our hips. Now we're going to move down more into our thighs, our legs, and our hips as well. So we're going to stick our right foot out. Move back so you can see my foot a little bit. We're going to stick our right foot out, and we're going to do a simple bend over. So this leg, our left leg, staying flat on the ground. Right foot is pointing out, toe up towards the ceiling as best as we can. And we're gently bending over just to get a stretch. You should feel a good stretch through your hamstring, through your calf even a bit, up into your thigh and your hips. To show you from the side, I'll put my left leg out this time. So good straight leg, left leg out. You can switch to your left leg at this point. That's a good stretch on the right. So why don't you switch to your left as well? Left leg out, toe pointing up. Still good posture. I'm bent over slightly, but my back's still straight. Everything's still looking good and healthy. I'm breathing well. I'm smiling. Just get a nice gentle stretch through my left leg. Okay, take a pause on that. Always breathing, taking the time you need. If you need a few extra seconds between exercises, cut it a little bit short, wait to get started on the next one, whatever you need today. Last movement in our warm-up here, we'll be doing this later, just a little flutter kick. So we're gonna sit back in our chair a little bit more this time. I'll show you this from the side too, so you can see what I'm doing. I sit back in my chair a little bit, I brace myself sort of so I have some nice core support, and then I'm trying to lift my legs off the ground as best I can. If they need to be on the floor, that's fine. You can lift them a little bit. That's gonna get our core engaged as well. And we're just doing flutter kicks. Gentle, easy movement. If you could keep them off the floor, that's fine. If they need to be on the floor and you just kick one leg out at a time, that's fine too. Whatever's best and easiest for you, just getting moving today. And then take a pause, face forward, nice deep breath. Big drink of water, everybody. Okay, that's our warm up, a little bit of our stretching. We've ramped up the intensity as we went. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more warm, blood's flowing, breath is flowing, maybe even a little bit of glisten of sweat going as well. Now we're gonna move into our sets of Tabitha. We'll start off in the chair. We're gonna do 5 exercises, and we'll do that 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. The 5 exercises are Tabitha March. So what we just did in our warm-up, we'll march for 40, and we'll rest for 20. Next exercise is seated row. I'll give some more instructions when we get there, just giving an overview now. Seated row, we're gonna lean forward slightly in our chair, and we're gonna row our arms back. That's another great exercise for an added water bottle, something like that, if you have it. If not, fists are great as well. We'll do a good pinch there at the back. We'll lean back, and we'll do single leg kicks with a good flex. Trying to get it all the way straight out and good squeeze at the top. Then we're gonna do seated jumping jacks, just moving up overhead. And then the last will be flutter kicks again. So we'll sit back in our chair and we'll do those flutter kicks. That's the overview. I'll give a little bit more directions as we move. You give me the good movements. I'll be talking to you throughout. 5 exercises, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Follow along with me. We'll be feeling great by the end of the set. Our first move coming up in 5 seconds is Tabitha March. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting up nice and high. Trying to lift those legs off the floor. Get the shoulder nice and high. Good posture. Opposite leg, opposite arm. Great work, everybody. We're about 20 seconds in. Giving me 10 more seconds of work. 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. You rest now. Smile, breath, relax. I'll explain the next movement. Seated rows. Got a little weight to add. Again, that's great. No pressure if you don't, or if you don't feel like it today, that's fine. We're going to lean forward on our chair slightly on the side here. Lean forward on our chair slightly so we can get a good row back. Okay? Nice slow reps. Good squeeze at the back. Should feel it in our upper back and down into our middle back as well. 40 seconds of rest, 40 seconds of work, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good pinch back. Good steady reps. Getting our back muscles engaged, opening up our chest. If you need to be seated up, that's fine as well. That's a great movement as well. If you could bend over slightly, that's helping us as well. Got about 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a nice rest. Show some generosity, compassion towards yourself. Thank your body for doing all this great work today. And our next move is going to be single leg kick with a good hold. So we're going to sit back. We're going to hold that leg out there nice and strong, squeezing the thigh, should feel nice and tough up here. And that's also engaging our core. So this is a great exercise for us today. We'll start with that 40 seconds of work in 3, 2, 1. Good squeeze. Try to get that toe pointing up to the ceiling. That'll add a little bit more of a stretch to your calf and hamstring as well, which is great. Got about 15 seconds of work left. 3, 2, 1, and we'll have a nice rest. Good deep breath, drink of water if you need it. We're gonna move to seated jumping jacks next. Trying to sit on the front of your chair. Nothing too special going on with the hands up above. Again, wherever you could get to. If that's comfortable, make it there. If you can give a little clap, that'll add some good shoulder mobility to our movement. We're gonna start with 40 seconds of work, and I'll turn to the side at some point so you can see it from the side as well, just to notice what I'm doing. But we're moving up overhead. If we could clap, great. If not, just reach up overhead. We'll start with 40 seconds of work in 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Moving at our own pace. Good range of motion on the shoulders. Smiling to ourselves, complimenting ourselves throughout, being kind to ourselves, thanking our body for what it can do. Just to show you from the side, you guys keep going. Good posture, reaching up overhead. Good breath, good posture. That's what we're doing today. You guys got about 10 seconds of work left. In 3, 2, 1, take a nice break. I feel the sweat dripping down me. Great workout this morning, guys. We're still moving. We're gonna move on to flutter kicks for 40 seconds of rest. So again, we're gonna sit back as best we can, try to lift our legs up off the floor, and flutter kicking opposites. You need to have your feet down, and then just do opposite leg. Less of a pause emphasis than on those kicks before, as opposed to fluid movement now. Trying to get this to move nice and fluid. So we'll start off with 40 seconds of work in 3, 2, 1. You should feel that core engaged, holding your belly, holding your stomach nice and tight. Support yourself on that chair. Legs kicking out. About 15 seconds of work left, and then we're done with our first set of Tabitha. In 3, 2, 1, take a break. Wonderful job, everybody. Relax, catch your breath, grab a little drink of water. Always doing some stretching if you need it. The hope of these classes, I think, is for you to find some movements that work well for you, that you could do any morning of the week, do throughout your day. Anytime those shoulders get a little cranky, those knees get a little cranky, give yourself a few minutes of love and movement to feel better. That'll make your day feel a lot better. We're gonna do one more time through of that same Tabitha. So I'll talk a little bit less, and I'll let you just focus on those movements and that timing. You know how to do these movements by this point, guys. I know you've done a lot of these with Carl, these with me before. Work hard through this set, 40-20. We'll start with Tabitha March in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting nice and high with the arms, nice and high with the knees. Staying upright, good posture. And you got less than 10 seconds here, guys. And 3, 2, 1. 20-second break, guys. Take it, relax, nice breath. The key with Tabitha is to work hard for that 40 seconds and then to rest hard with that 20 seconds to really use that time to recover and relax as best as you could focus on that. That said, we're going to jump right back into the seated rows. Okay, so starting with the seated rows in 3, 2, 1. Bent over if you can. If not, standing up, sitting upright is fine. Slight bend at the back is good as well. Doing nice, steady rowing. Working the back muscles, opening up the chest at the same time. We'll work for 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Well done. You could always use these throughout on any exercise, whatever's best for you this morning as you're feeling warmer. Next movement is going to be those single leg kicks with a good hold and good pause. So this is more about good quality, slow movement and control. The flutter kicks are more about getting our heart rate going and really working hard. So we're going to find a comfortable position in our chair. We're going to do single leg kicks beginning in 3, 2, 1. Good hold out there. Hold the core. Point the toe up towards the sky. Always returning to the floor. We don't need to hold our legs up on this. This is getting a good squeeze in the thigh, good stretch in the hamstring, and good tight core. Yeah, not worrying about counting reps today. Getting the good quality reps in that you feel you could do best. Less than 10 here, guys. And 3, 2, 1. Good pause, good break. Thanking ourselves for the good movements we're putting in, showing generosity and compassion towards yourself. We're going to move on to seated jumping jacks. I'll add these water bottles here for me on this movement. Anything that you're doing is fine as well. So seated jumping jacks. Again, if you could sort of clap them together up top like that, that's great. If you could just face them out, that's fine as well. We're doing seated jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Wherever we get to overhead is fine with me. We're wanting to keep that, you guys keep working, but we're wanting to keep that, remember, good posture, upright and alert. That's where a lot of our work is being done, just emphasizing that good posture. You got another 5 seconds of work, guys. 3, 2, 1, and break. And we got one more movement. I'm sweating. I'm moving here. Those water bottles do a lot for me. Our last movement is our flutter kicks. So we're going to lean back in our chair, trying to lift our legs, feet up off the floor if we can. If they're on the floor, that's fine as well. Feet up off the floor. We're going to do this flutter kicks starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice strong flutter kicks, guys. Give me that 40 seconds of work if you can. This is going to be our last seated Tabitha set. Work hard, and I'll give you a nice break after this. Less than 10, guys. 3, 2, 1. Excellent work, guys. Those are our 2 sets of Tabitha. I've introduced myself today. We did a nice stretch moving down the body. We did a first set of Tabitha, and then we did our second set. And if you're able, as we move through the workout, up the intensity just a little bit, never pushing ourselves too hard. But as we're warm, that's where we want to sort of push ourselves on these movements, whatever is comfortable for us. If it's reaching a little bit more of a mobile position, great. If it's getting a few extra reps in, great. Nothing out of control, nothing that doesn't feel great for our body. But sometimes ramping up as we get warm is a good feeling. So follow the good feelings today. Do what's best for you. always staying hydrated. Weather's changing, allergies maybe, whatever it is. Water's going to help us through these days here. And then next, I'll talk to you for a few moments, just where we're going to go next. We got 2 sets of Tabitha coming up from the standing position. And so we'll stand up. Throughout this, guys, you can use the chair if you need some balance. I'll turn to the side. So, for example, we're going to do some squats. I could either use the chair for balance if I need it. I could have one hand on the chair. Maybe if I want to challenge myself a little bit more, maybe it could be my left hand on the chair. Or if I'm feeling really good today, push that chair away and try to get my own squats going. As deep as feels comfortable, the movement that feels natural. So we're going to do squats. We could use that chair or not. We're going to do some standing jumping jacks. So now we're standing up, getting those jumping jacks moving. We're going to do some standing marches. And then we're going to do some overhead press. I'll show you on the ground here. Let me just adjust this camera up a little bit so you can see more on my top side. Yeah, great. That's where we want to be. So then we'll do some overhead movements. And then we're going to just work on our balance, guys. We're going to stand on one leg and try to lift that other leg up. We could use the chair for a little extra balance, but just working on our balance for 20 seconds, one leg, 20 seconds the other. So that's our Tabitha. Again, I'll talk you through the movements a little bit more as we go, using the chair as you feel comfortable. If you feel you don't need a chair today, great job. If you do need the chair, have it right in front of you. Or you could have it off to either side, whatever's most comfortable. So we're going to start off. I'll leave the chair over here so you could both see my body and see how I might incorporate the chair, whatever's best for you. 40 seconds work, 20 seconds of rest. We're going to start off with squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice squatting movement. Knees trying to go out slightly as we do. We could reach in front of ourselves to balance, if that helps you. We could be balancing on our chair, or we could be balancing on our chair totally. 10 seconds more on those squats, guys. And then coming up next are jumping jacks. Okay, take a rest. 20 seconds. Good work, guys. Big smiles, nice breath, feeling good. Good posture as well. In 5 seconds, we'll start with those standing jumping jacks. Similar as we were sitting down, just reaching up overhead, good posture. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1. If you're feeling warm and want to make this, give it a little bounce, give it a little bounce. Get moving, get the breath flowing. If that feels all right to you, that's great. You want to just stay still and just reach overhead and you're moving nice and slow, that's fine as well. If you're still in the chair, that's fine as well. If standing doesn't feel right today, no problem. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do standing marches in 20 seconds. Okay, so now we're really trying to pick those legs up, those knees up nice and high. So we got a little bit of rest. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Nice march. Nice strong march today. Again, if you're still seated, totally fine with me. Less than 10, guys. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go on to overhead press. So just so you can see a little bit more on top of my body, but we'll be standing up as we do this. I need to sit down. We're just going to start from right here. We're going to reach overhead. Actually, let's change things up today. Let's do alternate arms. So we'll go one over, one up and over. Reach up with the right arm, reach up with the left arm. So that's what we're going to do standing up. Don't worry about where your arm gets to, whatever's most comfortable as you punch up into the air like that. So we'll do 40 seconds of work. alternating arms, and we'll begin in 3, 2, 1. So reaching up overhead, alternating arms this time. Working hard, a few more seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1. Take a little break there. Got 20 seconds of rest. Now we're going to work balance. We're not going to be moving much. We're going to be holding our body in good posture and working on our balance. Balance is very important and something we don't often exercise or sort of work at. We just assume we have it or we don't. But we're going to train a little bit of that balance today. If you're working with a little chair for balance, that's great. You step away from that chair, that's great as well. We're just going to hold our right leg up for 20 seconds and then our left leg up for 20 seconds and then rest for 20 seconds. So beginning in 3, 2, 1, we're just holding here. As high as you could get it. If it's just off the floor slightly, that's great. That's progress. If you could get it so your thighs parallel, that's going to do well for you as well. Maybe it seems simple at first, but by now, my body's shaking, doesn't know what to do. It's not used to standing on one leg this long. So with that, we'll switch up to the other side. You need to reach out to that chair for balance. That's fine. If a modification is just picking your foot up the ground slightly, that's fine. It's progress, it's growth, it's movement. If you need the chair totally in front of you, that's fine as well. But trying to pick one leg up off the floor to some extent is the goal of this movement. And we'll take a pause. And that is our first set of Tabitha. So we'll take a nice little break, grab some water. And then we're going to do one more set of that standing, and we'll move into our meditation experience. You guys have been doing so wonderfully. What a gift to me to be with you today. What a gift you're giving to yourself, to focus on good movement quality, compassion and generosity towards your own body, your own heart, your own mind. We'll be focusing on the heart and mind more deeply in just a moment after we do one more set of Tabitha. So we're working those squats, starting at 3, 2, 1. If you're using that chair, this is a good movement pattern for that chair. As low as you can get. If it's right there, if that's your squat movement, that's all you got to give me today. That's fine. If you can get a little bit lower, that's great as well. You can always push that chair away a little bit, but still have it there if you need it. And rest in 3, 2, 1. Great job, everybody. Next up, we got standing jumping jacks. Again, if we want to give a little bounce to this, that's great. If we're just focusing more on the arms, we're still in our chair, that's fine with me as well. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, standing jumping jacks. And little bounce. Want to add a little bounce to it. That's fine. Less than 10, guys. 3, 2, 1. Next up, we got standing marches. Last few exercises here, guys. Trying to push it if we can, but always being kind and gentle with our bodies. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Standing marches. Resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, guys. We have 2 more exercises here. We got our overhead presses, and then we got our balance work. Again, reaching up overhead. Don't need to squat. I'm just showing you so you could see my full body, so my arms, wherever the arms get to, that's fine. And we're doing alternate. Sorry, missed that again. We're going to do alternate reps just to add some single arm movements to our workout today. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. One arm up in the air, one arm up in the air. Finishing up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, guys. One more movement after a little bit of rest. That balance. Balance, great to work on. If you need a chair, you can step away wherever you're at in your workout, in your day. That's what we're looking for. We'll start off with the left leg, just reverse order here. And we're just trying to get it off the floor. So if that means just hold it up a little bit and use balance, that's progress. And that's what we're looking for today. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, with the left leg up in the air. If you are able to get it up to parallel, that takes a lot. That's working me hard right now. That's engaging the core, engaging your thighs in good ways, keeping things in balance. But if you're just down here, that's fine as well. And we'll switch up to our right side, right leg coming up in the air. Should be squeezing our glutes back here and our hips, so we're staying nice and tight. I'm getting wobbly already. I got to work on this some more. My right leg needs a little bit more work. I'll be putting in that work this week, but you guys are doing well, I'm sure. Pause in 3, 2, 1. With that, slowly and gently, we can move back to our chair. I've introduced myself. We did a little warm up. We did our 2 sets of seated Tabitha, ramping up some of the intensity as we move through the movements. We stood, 2 sets of standing Tabitha, and now we're at our mindfulness meditation experience. So now it's time to bring the energy down a little bit, consciously slow our breathing. Hopefully we're sitting upright and alert. As I said before, that's about where I'm going to be. But if you need to use the back of the chair to support you, that's fine as well. Just finding a comfortable position right now. We're going to start off with a little body scan, then we're going to do a little heart scan, a little mind scan. So I'm going to give you some prompts. Whatever comes up in your body, in your heart, in your mind, look at it with generosity, compassion. Thank yourself for having that feeling, and for any sort of difficult feelings, trying to let them go a little bit and bring some love and compassion to them as well. So we're sitting upright and alert. And you could let your eyes close gently if that's comfortable, or you could look at a point on the floor, just a few feet in front of you. We want to be in a relaxed, calm position, blocking out any distractions that might be calling our attention away. And I want you just to begin by becoming aware of your breathing. Breathing in through your nose, holding the breath for a moment, breathing out of your mouth. Allowing the stomach to expand on the in-breath. Holding the breath for a moment and calmly exhaling out of your mouth. Allow your breathing to become slow and rhythmical. Still coming out of those exercises or heart rate slowing down. Our body's returning to a place where it could rest, relax, feel safe and comforted. Each breath you take, body is becoming more relaxed. Your mind is becoming clear and focused. Deep breath in through your nose. Hold that breath Then calmly exhale out of your mouth. Breathing in peace, calm, and relaxation. Breathing out any fear, worry, or anxiety. We tell ourselves all the time in our culture to live in the moment. Nike tells us, just do it. We're surrounded all the time by people telling us that we could just do what we want and live in the moment. But that's really a challenge. It can be difficult. It's easy to be anxious about the future. It's easy to be reviewing things that happened in the past, mulling over them, chewing over them. It's easy to be concerned about people who aren't around us. By returning our attention to our breath and giving ourselves that gift right now, we can start to live deeply in the present moment. So continuing to breathe in through your nose, hold the breath for a moment, and exhale gently out of your mouth. Now I want you to do a little body scan. How are you right now? How is your body? Start at the floor. Bring your awareness to your feet. Work up through our body. And if we get to any part of your body that feels a little tense, a little pain, a little soreness, a little cranky, imagine warm water soothing that part of your body, bringing it comfort, peace. Bring your awareness to your feet. Moving up through your calves. Imagine warm, comforting water bringing you relaxation. Your awareness to your knees. Allow that warm water to gently massage and swirl around you. Letting go of any tension. Moving up through the thighs, the hips. Your breathing should be slow, rhythmical, but your mind clear, focused. Moving up into our stomach, to our gut. Feeling that warm water swirl around our arms, up through our shoulders. Feeling a deep relaxation come over any parts of our body that feel tension or stress. Continue to breathe in deeply. Holding that breath for a moment. Calmly and gently releasing that breath. And feeling any tension in your face, your neck, your ears, your jaw. Feel that releasing with each breath you take. Now we're going to bring our attention to our heart. What sorts of feelings have you been feeling this morning? How are you feeling right now? We so often think we know what we're feeling. When we take a few seconds to examine it, there's a lot going on in our hearts. Maybe this is a good morning. Maybe there's joy, excitement, anticipation, hopefulness in your heart this morning. If so, thank your heart for that. Be grateful that you have a heart this morning that is hopeful, joyful, excited. Same time, if you're looking at your heart and you feel something less pleasant, You're a little sore this morning, a little tired, a little anxious, a little bored. Those are all feelings we could definitely be feeling these days. Stressful time in our world. So if your heart is carrying some stress, some worry, some fear, some anger, it's okay. As you're breathing, look at those emotions with generosity and compassion. Those are ways your body has, your heart has, of dealing with difficult emotions. You're feeling some anger, some fear, some worry this morning. You can thank your heart for trying to protect you in some way. But you could look at those feelings with compassion and generosity. You could remind yourself that you don't need to be feeling that way right now. That soon enough, you might be feeling a different way. Just look at your heart and whatever it's feeling now with gentleness and acceptance. It's okay. Continuing to breathe in deeply through your nose. Hold that breath for a moment. And exhale out of your mouth. Hopefully your body and your heart are feeling more relaxed now. Your mind is clear and focused. So we've looked at our body, we've scanned our body for any tension, we've scanned our heart for what's going on in our heart. Now we'll look at our mind a little bit more. What thoughts are in your head this morning? What's on your mind? Plans about the future? Worry about something that happened this morning already? Something that happened yesterday? Maybe you feel embarrassed about something. Something that happened yesterday and you keep replaying it over in your mind. Maybe you've got your to-do list for today running through your mind already. Let's look at whatever those thoughts are, acknowledge them, and try to let them float away like a gentle cloud. Return to this present moment. Return to that breathing. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, calmly exhaling out of your mouth. We'll finish, guys, with just trying to release a little bit more, any last remaining tension that we might have. To do that, I invite you to bring your awareness to your feet. And then to clench your toes and your feet for a second. Not too hard, just a gentle squeeze. Squeeze, holding a breath in. Then with a calm out breath, release the tension in your feet. Your breathing is relaxed and your mind is clear and focused. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Then I invite you to bring your awareness to your hands. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, clench your fists for a moment. And hold that breath and that tension for a moment. Calm, gentle out breath. Release any tension in your fists. Breathe in through your nose. and out through your mouth. Breathing in peace, calm, and relaxation. Breathing out fear, worry, and anxiety. And then I invite you to begin gently to return to full awareness in your room, wherever you are. Gently wiggle those toes, wiggle your fingers a little bit. Maybe you do a little gentle neck roll one way and going the other way. Stretch a little bit with your arm, pull your arm across your body gently. Other arm going the other way. Continuing to breathe nice and deeply, but returning to full awareness in this room. And with that, guys, we'll bring our workout and our meditation to a completion this morning. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for being here. It takes both of us to be here. Thank you for your gift of your presence to me on my half birthday. And thank you for your gift of your presence to yourself, your compassion towards yourself. This is a moment in our life, I think, in our country, dare I say, maybe in our world, where we need some compassion, some kindness to everybody, especially ourselves. So keep that compassion and gentleness towards yourself today. And I look forward to seeing you guys again sometime.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis and Barbara from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walter, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.